Gorgeous people, my loves, my beautiful people, my creators, my divine ones, my sovereign beings. What's happening? What's good? Look at the sun doing a cute little thing. Yeah, so we're here and I hope everyone's taking care of themselves, feeling loving up on themselves, and really just having fun and playing with this new energy, because the energy is new. You cannot tell me that you don't feel that something has changed and shifted, that there is a freshness to the air that you're breathing, that your internal resources have been unearthed. Like there is something different about the way you're moving, about the way you're approaching life, about the way you're meeting life, about the way you're seeing things, perceiving things, right? You feel that. I know you feel that. So, yeah, we're in this together. And I want to do a little bit of a higher self transmission. This is going to be a higher self reading. I want to connect with the energy of the higher self. So that's what we're going to be doing. Let's just open up as always with our sound bold, sound bold, just to fine tune the atmosphere and just invite love and light and beauty and harmony in the space. Invite a sense of integrity, invite a sense of sovereignty into the space for everyone watching. Let's go. Fantastic. So I keep hearing this shake it off, just shake it off, shake it off, just shake it off. And this is giving me the sense that, like, you're done. You've closed out a specific cycle and you can shake off that energy. Like, you don't have to engage, you don't have to interact, you don't have to attach, you don't have to identify with that way of doing things anymore, with that way of seeing things anymore. Like, I opened up the reading with this freshness, with this new energy, with this revival. You know what I mean? Shake it off. It's done, it's happened, it's gone. It is not in your field anymore. If you feel it, of course you can, feel all the vibes. I know, memories, nostalgia. You think back to a time, that's fine, but that's not who you are anymore. So you can allow it to emerge, observe it as the creator that you are, as a sovereign being that you are, allow it to flow through you, and then that's done. It's as simple as that. It is as simple as that. Shake it off. Shake off the lack mentality. Shake off the fear. Shake off the constriction. Shake off the isolation. Shake it off. Shake it off. You have permission to do that. Actually, that's done. That's done. You're not there. You are not in that cycle. You're not in that energy anymore. You're not on that frequency anymore. You're not vibrating on that frequency anymore. You don't owe it allegiance. You don't owe that frequency allegiance. You don't owe those people allegiance. You don't owe that timeline allegiance, loyalty, anything. This is who you are. This is who you are being. This is who you have become. What you owe allegiance to is this present moment, is this authenticity, this sovereignty, this newness, this new reality, this new cycle, this new life that you were begging for. That is what you owe allegiance to. That is what deserves your time and your energy and your effort. If it has a whiff, if it has a slight scent of that old that you don't resonate with, you don't have to hold on to anything that doesn't resonate with you, that doesn't serve you. You're moving from a sovereign place, from a place of integrity. This is what your higher self wants you to know. Shake it off. Shake it off. It's done. It's over. You don't have to be there anymore. Your energy doesn't have to be there anymore. Your time doesn't have to be there anymore. Your resources don't have to be spent nourishing and reviving that particular aspect, time, relationship, person, energy, pattern, habit, reality. You're not there anymore. Shake it off. Use your sovereign power to shake it off. The collective, a lot of you guys might need to just, have a nice little salt bath, cleansing, the energies, just renewing things. It's a reset. You might need to find ways to reset, you know? And obviously, the more you root into your power, you anchor in your truth and anchor in your the present moment and this new reality that is unfolding for you, the more you'll start to see things just fall off as well. And a lot of you might already be experiencing this in your material reality. It could be friendships, relationships, jobs. You're not losing anything, you're just losing that which doesn't resonate with who you have become, who you are being, who you are becoming, who you have now become, who you now need to embody, who you now need to pledge allegiance to. So shake it off. Like, that's the message, actually. Like, I feel like I don't even need to be saying anything else. Like, your higher self just keeps saying, shake it off. It's a new time. It's a new era. Let the past be the past. Because you've healed your inner child with that 6 of Cups. Big water energy. Yeah, Sun of Cups, which is your Knight of Cups energy. You're open. Your heart space is open. It's ready to receive. It's ready to give. You're ready to romanticize your life, make things beautiful. You're unearthing the resources of your inner child. I always love the connection that is present between the higher self and the inner child, because I do feel that the inner child is deeply rooted and the higher self is obviously like expands out into the cosmos. But there is a beautiful merging that happens between the two, so they get one another. They're more or less the same energy. So it's a beautiful time to even though this is a higher self reading, it's a beautiful time to engage with your inner child and ask your inner child to show you the way. It's very interesting seeing the inner child come in here, even though this was intended to be a higher self reading. And the way you connect with your higher self is through authenticity, through the present moment. The way you connect with your inner child is through authenticity in the present moment. So the way you access those two aspects of yourself, your higher self and your inner child, and they're both your guides, is through authenticity and sovereignty. And they both require you to set really firm boundaries as well. And that's the thing with integrity. You need to be able to detect and identify the people, spaces, habits, and patterns that don't serve you anymore. Yeah, this is a transformation. This is the Judgment card. Look at those butterflies. So we have things moving, you know, changing, transforming. These are these subtle aspects of yourself that I'm speaking about. Your guides, your higher self, your inner child, your angels, and you in creator mode, harmonizing all these aspects of yourself and bringing them together, integrating all these aspects of yourself. You have that energy here again. Look at that with their inner child. That flow. There's a beautiful relationship and a beautiful flow here of knowledge and emotions and, you know, just love flowing from you to your inner child. And it's reviving that. Look at the light, you know, enveloping that little figure there. It's actually, this is a flower, this is a rose, and this person is blooming out of the rose. So your inner child and your higher self are kind of just like here, blooming because of this love and this attention and this energy that you've poured into yourself and your truth. So now you have permission to move forward. Look at this Knight of Cups and how this bridge is created. It's an imaginary bridge created from the heart space, from an open heart, a heart that has undergone some form of deep transformation here, gone from a caterpillar to a butterfly, harmonizing all the aspects of yourself. You are who you think you are, so you can move forward. You don't know anyone allegiance that doesn't resonate with you. Anything allegiance that doesn't resonate with what you have become. You owe allegiance to yourself. And you do so through embodiment. You need no permission to embody who you are. You have yet the Emperor, second major arcana of the reading. You're sovereign. You're taking up leadership spaces in your life. You're taking up an executive position in your life. You don't allow people and things and societal programming and configurations to determine and decide, and I'm looking for a specific word, determine, decide, delineate what it is that you want out of life. This is coming from your truth with the King of Swords here. It's coming from you having a profound understanding of who you are. The energy of authenticity has been so prevalent over the past couple of days, and I feel like I'm doing this higher self reading right now, but the higher self has just been so loud about this, so clear about this. King of Swords, clear. Your truth is what paves the path forward. Your truth is this bridge. Your truth resides in the heart space. Your truth is what transforms your relationship with the various aspects of yourself. Your truth is what offers your inner child healing. Your truth is what makes you sovereign. The emperor is sovereign. The emperor protects its empire. It is concerned with what resonates with it. It is concerned with its own vision for its empire. You are concerned with your own vision for your life. And that vision has to derive from truth in order for it to stick, right? And because this is the number 4, so it speaks to structure and form. Truth is also that structure, as is authenticity. You're coming out of the space of the, having done lots of shadow work, having come out of a space where you were constricted and your mind was in the ego, and therefore you were gathering all this information about yourself from sources that aren't you, from sources that aren't your truth. And that will leave you blocked. And like I said, a lot of us feel like we're blocked, but the fact is you're moving from an inauthentic place. And the higher self won't allow you to move forward. Neither will the inner child. I mean, as children, we are as true as we can be to ourselves. And we learn to dislike ourselves, to hate ourselves, to question ourselves, due to the societal programming, due to whispers from the environment around us, the environment that we grow up in. And your inner child is in collaboration with your higher self. You're saying, actually, I'm the boss. You're the boss. You drive the ship. Yep, inner child is strong. The energy here, it's almost like your higher self is your inner child, and I've already mentioned this. Your higher self is your inner child. 1144 on the timer. New foundations that speak to leadership. And you're leaping with awe and wonder and curiosity. You're so excited to find out who you are without people telling you what you are, who you are, what you can do, what you're capable of. You're ecstatic. You're ready to move forward. You've been itching for this moment your whole life, and you just don't realize that your inner child has been buried under all sorts of conditioning, all sorts of programming, all sorts of illusions and lies, and your inner child is ready to leap into this new timeline as your guide. I love this collaboration between the inner child and the higher self happening here, offering you sovereignty, offering you a chance to do things from a place that speaks to you and you. It doesn't have to make sense to anyone else. And it's changing you. It's transforming you. Let's see. We have the Daughter of Cups, which is like your Page of Cups energy. Yeah, an open heart. You have 6 of Cups, Daughter of Cups, Son of Cups, Shah of Swords. An open heart leads to truth. And then we have Son of Coins, which is your Knight of Pentacles energy. We're going to get one more. And the truth is efficient, isn't it? Illusions are exactly what keep us stuck, confused, going around in circles. The truth is efficient because it allows us to observe precisely what it is that resonates with us, where we need to be investing our time, our energy, and our effort and our money towards that which affirms our beauty and our worth and our truth, towards that which is aligned with who we are and aligned with our truth. If you don't know who you are, more often than not, you invite, call in, manifest circumstances, relationships, a reality that doesn't mirror who you are back to you because you have not done the work to discover who you truly are. And then we end up with the 8 of Coins, which is your 8 of Pentacles. So a lot of this is about sovereignty. 8 of Coins, the Emperor, Son of Coins. Sovereignty, investing in that which, in your vision for life, not anyone else's, not your mom's or your friends or your boyfriends or your girlfriends or your partners, your vision. You take the reins as the emperor and decide where you go, what you make of your life. And that's all the inner child wants to do. That's all the higher self wants to do. Take the reins, show you what you have been missing. Because when you decide, okay, well, I know best, and you step out of yourself, you attract what is dissonant, what is discordant, what doesn't sit well in your life. because you've neglected your guides, you've neglected your truth, you've neglected your true self, your higher self, your inner child. And all of these aspects of you combined form your true self, your higher self. And when you neglect your higher self and you bury that voice underneath the distractions, the blockages, the performance, the ego, the mask, then you don't really get to come into contact in this life with what is truly yours. Your higher self is saying to you, relax. I've got it. Your inner child, your true self says, relax. Trust me. Trust the present moment. We don't even need to manifest it anymore. Your higher self says, embody me. Your inner child says, embody me. Listen to me. Embody me by following my guidance. Embody me by listening to me. Embody me by forming boundaries around this energetic field so that what is not aligned with us can back the fuck up. These aspects of yourself say embody your higher self, embody your true self to unearth what is truly yours, to find what is truly yours, to manifest what is truly yours. When you embody the energy of your higher self and you're sovereign and you move in integrity with who you truly are, not who you're pretending to be with this ego, when you're in your truth, then what is yours finds you. You cannot attract what is truly yours if you are not truly yourself. What you're going to attract is that which is dissonant, is that which is not aligned with you, because you have not done the work to align yourself with your truth. But with the inner child and the higher self here, they're saying, sit back and relax. You don't have to do all of this stuff. Yeah, a lot of, a lot of creation right now, when we speak of manifesting, is very hyper masculine. It insinuates that we are the ones who do the work with the vision boards, and and that's good, and that's great, that's fantastic. But when you embody the truth of who you are and you are comfortable in who you are, you don't even need to manifest, because what is yours finds you. You have established that communication with the universe to say real recognizes real, truth recognizes truth. And you literally just get to sit back and let your higher self do the work. Let your true self do the work, because you've done the work of embodying it. You've done the work of protecting it with the boundaries, with reinforcing strong boundaries, saying, I will not accept and tolerate what does not affirm this truth, validate this truth, confirm this truth, the truth that you've confirmed, the truth that you've validated, because you trust in the design, you trust in your design, in your engineering, you trust in the infrastructure and the architect and the architectural prowess of the creator. You weren't created this way for nothing. With your flaws and your imperfections and your dreams and your capabilities and your abilities and your gifts and your magic has a certain tone, a certain tenor, a certain poetry, a certain frequency. And when you tap into it, everything that is in alignment with that, everything that vibrates on that specific frequency, with the number 4 here, the Emperor, that home frequency, your home frequency is your truth. Your capacity to sing in that truth is precisely what creates this new reality that is in alignment with who you are. But you have to be courageous enough, bold enough to defy and shatter all expectations, shatter all perceptions, shatter all the rules that have been imposed upon you, and do this your way. Do this your way, because when you do it your way, you do it your inner child's way, you do it your higher self's way, you do it God's way. Your inner child and your higher self are so connected to God, are so connected to your magic, are so connected to your makeup, to your blueprint, that they will start, that energy, those guys will start planting the seeds. They will start carving the path. And all you have to do is walk it. Aren't we here to be creators? Aren't we here to rest? Aren't we here to relax while we let creator and creation take care of us? Let your higher self take care of you. Let your inner child take care of you. Let your guides take care of you. You think you want that BMW, you think you want that partner, you think you want that whatever. And I'm not saying these things aren't valid, but really interrogate where your desires come from. That's what your higher self and your inner child and your guides want you to do. Interrogate where your desires stem from. Really get curious. The Fool is an energy of curiosity. Really get curious about where your desires derive from, where they stem from. Observe yourself with a sense of curiosity, because a lot of this is social programming. A lot of this is a product of the construct. And what your higher self wants to do now is build something new with this Fool card, from an open heart and an open heart space, and from healing, the Six of Cups, deep healing. That's what your higher self wants to do, but you've got to allow it. Maybe you don't want that BMW. Maybe you want something else. Maybe, but allow yourself to be who you are and cease to perform. Allow yourself to shed that second layer that you've worn as the mask with that ego, with that devil card there. Allow yourself to shed the second layer. Allow yourself to integrate the ego into the heart and let yourself be taken care of by your guides. Your guides are going to literally bring in a new reality that is unlike anything you could possibly dream of, because you couldn't possibly dream of it. You were so busy in the matrix. You know what I'm saying? So this is your higher self reading. I'm really, really excited for you. You've done the parts. You've done the most. And now you get to relax. A lot of us come into, we do the spiritual work, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, cool. Now I've got to move up and down. Action is aligned. Here, action is aligned. It's not just about securing the bag and being your best self and being your best self. Being your best self is aligned because you're embodied. Action is aligned. Action is intentional. This is what we do this work for, to rest and allow ourselves to be taken care of, to let our guides do most of the work, to do the heavy lifting. Why are you out there still trying to figure out what is what? No, that's not your job. Your job is to relax and to move when you're guided to move. Let's see what oracle cards we have here. Yeah, prosperity. You're going to have a different understanding and experience of what wealth truly is. That's what this new timeline is going to show you. Wealth may or may not be that BMW. It may or may not be that job. It may or may not be that particular bank account. You're going to have a different timeline jump. In this timeline, you are going to have a different understanding of all the things that you thought you wanted. You're going to have a different understanding and experience of love, of joy, of peace, of wealth, of rest. You're going to realize that, hey, actually, look at that. Okay, the crown chakra is here. We've got the divine masculine. We've got soul time, it's time. And we've got synergy. So, like I said, with the divine masculine here, action is going to be aligned in this new timeline, because the crown chakra is here, your higher self here, that resides right here, that is between you and the creator, which is what we call the Holy Spirit, if you're like into that stuff. All of this is going to give you a chance to move in an aligned manner, in an intentional manner, not move for the sake of moving, not move to prove a point, not move because you're escaping yourself, or move because you're afraid that other people are moving and you're stuck. No, you move when you're called to move. And this is what flow does, synergy. You're going to be in harmony with every aspect of yourself, because it's time, baby. It's soul time. Oh my God, this is gorgeous. This is gorgeous. That's your higher self reading. Remember who the fuck you are. Remember who you are. That's what Mufasa. We're bringing Mufasa right now. Remember who you are. You're not here to perform, to copy, to have terms and conditions dictated to you. You're here to make your own vibe, to create your own matrix, to be the creator on your own terms and your own conditions. Remember and interrogate those desires. Ask yourself where your dreams come from. Do they come from your truth, or have they been whispered to you? Do they derive from expectations, from some wounded and fragmented part of yourself? Ask yourself that as you move forward. The creator interrogates. The creator doesn't just take. It interrogates. That's fantastic. I'm out of here. It's the weekend. I'm going to be enjoying some of that sun, and I am going to remember who the fuck I am. I suggest you do the same. You know I love you. You know I got you. See you soon. Mwah.